Those disturbing new statistics from U.S. Immigrations and Customs Enforcement. More than 400,000 non-citizen convicted criminals are currently roaming around the United States, including more than 13,000 convicted murderers and 15,000 who have rape or sexual assault convictions. Homeland Security says that the data actually goes back decades, but those convicts are here and here illegally. What's the cost of all this? Let's bring in economist Steve Moore. Steve, you've spent some time in Washington. You know that when bad news is coming out, any agency in Washington releases it on a Friday. This comes out Friday, and oh, by the way, it's a Friday when half of the East Coast is being devastated by a horrific killer hurricane. I mean, clearly, somebody wanted to bury this information, and a couple of the network news programs didn't even cover it.
Yeah, thank goodness, John, for Fox News, because you have been covering it. And, you know, as much as the media and the Biden administration tries to cover up this story, I think Americans are very much aware of what's going on. I have to say, those numbers shocked me. I knew it was bad. I had no idea that we have 500,000 criminals in this country who are here illegally. And I forget the number, somewhere between 10 and 20,000 felons and even murders. This is wreaking havoc in a lot of our major cities, including every city from Chicago to New York to San Francisco. And let's not forget, as you were just saying on your show earlier, that Kamala Harris, whether she denies it or not, she has been in charge of the border. And it's a disgrace. And by the way, I say this as someone who is very pro-immigration. I think legal immigrants are fantastic, and they're great contributors to our economy and to our society. But you can't have 10 million people coming into the country. We don't know who they are. We don't know where they are. We don't know if they have criminal histories, whether they're terrorists. I guarantee you, by the way, Donald Trump will clean that up pretty quickly if he wins the election.
Well, what is Kamala Harris's plan to, fix the immigration problem?
Is that a trick question? I mean, does anybody know? I mean, she's been in charge for 3.75 years, and we've seen the biggest border crisis in history. I mean, I don't know, John, if it is complete incompetence or it's just ideologically that they want illegal immigrants into the country because they don't believe in a border. And let's face it. I mean, if you've got 10 million illegal immigrants in the country, and even only 0.5% of those are voting, that could swing the election. You were just reporting what's happening in Pennsylvania and Michigan and Arizona. Those are razor-tight races. So if you had 30 or 40,000 illegal immigrants voting, that could decide who the next president is.
So many cities, big blue cities in this country, like New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, are sanctuary cities, and that's where a lot of these illegal immigrants are pouring in because those sanctuary cities don't cooperate with ICE. But now places like Chicago and New York are finding out that it's pretty expensive to deal with this influx.
That's a very good point, John. And I think you've got several dozen major, quote, progressive cities that have said to the illegal immigration population, come here. And by the way, this is in some ways the illegal immigrants are kind of victims of this policy because Kamala and Biden are basically saying, come on in, we're not going to stop you. And they've done that for 3.5 years. And, you see these heartbreaking photographs of mothers carrying their babies over the Rio Grande River. I was just at the border, John, a week and a half ago in Laredo, Texas. And it's a disgrace, and it doesn't benefit anyone. It doesn't benefit the illegal, the migrants. It doesn't benefit American society. And you know what? It's also contaminated our immigration system. So we can't get the immigrants in the country we need and want, the ones who are productive, because the whole system is so overwhelmed.
Steve Moore. Steve, thanks.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.